Welcome to Dreaming After Dark. This is your host, April, and I'm really glad you're here listening. So, everybody has negative things in their life, right? Everybody has a coworker that's annoying. Everybody has bad days, but they're not really that bad. It's just, you were annoyed because someone cut you off in traffic, or your boss was being a dick, or some person in the grocery store line was standing directly on your back, breathing down your neck. Just weird stuff. Things, life things that just annoy us throughout the day and kind of just accumulate sometimes. And what I've been thinking about is my interactions with people in conversation. So when someone will ask me, like, how are you? How's everything? How have things been? I find that I'm now trying to make it a point to not talk about things that are negative. So when we haven't seen friends or family for quite some time, they want to know, how have you been? How is everything? And, probably more often than not, I used to talk about things that had happened that were negative. And I think a lot of people do that. It's just kind of like, it's our go-to thing of, hey, let me talk about this thing that annoyed me and get people on the same page as me in terms of like talking shit about this person or, or whatever, just like people need solidarity in their frustrations. It can get kind of daunting, like constantly talking about things that are negative. So I find myself now more often than not, like I'll just say, yeah, things are good, things are fine. And I kind of stop and I pause for a moment and I have to think to myself, did anything good happen? Is there anything worth talking about? And so then like when I actually think about it, then I'm like, oh yeah, well actually I got a raise. I got a promotion. For some reason, it's so much harder to keep the positive things that happen at the top of mind. It's always the negative things that are at top of mind. It could be a month, weeks go by, and as soon as somebody asks us how we're doing or what's new or what's been happening, whatever, those are the things that come up first. We have to talk about the thing that happened, the person who annoyed us, or our frustrations with our job, a family member, a friend, whatever it might be. A lot of people do it. Everybody does it, honestly. And I'm really trying to kind of confront that with myself and understand why is it that we're more inclined to talk about the negative versus the positive. So now I make it a point to kind of pause and think, because I don't want to just talk about negative things. The negative things, they're things that happen, but they don't really matter. They're not important to my life story. The positive things are the things that actually affect me, the stupid little annoyances in life because someone cut me off in traffic. Yeah, there's lots of bad drivers out there, but it's like that saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. I'm kind of feeling that in terms of how I talk about my life and things that I share with people in terms of, if they want to know how I'm doing. But it's all the trivial negativities that we feel are so important to share with others. And that's the thing I don't quite get why we do it. But also I feel like it's time to step away from that as much as possible. Because there's always good. There's always good things happening, little positive interactions with random people. Sometimes I have experiences in the world where I meet strangers, meet people randomly, and I have really nice encounters with them. And it's not so important to share those. I mean, those things they're personal and they're just fleeting moments. And I feel like those are things that you kind of like tuck away in your little treasure box of memories. if you try to explain those moments to other people, sometimes I think you might not be able to eloquently capture the moment in explanation. So it's almost like we're looking for, or I'm looking for, the big things that happened that were positive in my life to share. And there's not always something. Life is mundane. Every day we do the same thing. We get up, we go to work, we go to the gym, we mostly eat the same foods, we see the same people, and you're just living life. I think there was a line in the movie Sinners. Oh my God, is it Smoke or Stack? I can't even remember. Where he asks his woman that he hadn't seen in a long time, the mother of his deceased child. You guys know who I'm talking about. Well, he asked her how she's been, and she said, no misery's worth complaining about. And I felt that so deep. I was like, oh, I love that. I feel like I need to just encompass that in conversation when I'm talking to people. There's no miseries worth complaining about. Life is what it is, right? We go on every day. We do mostly the same things. Sometimes something interesting happens. Sometimes something exceptional happens. But every day is always the same. Every day people will annoy us. We just have to find a way of connecting with other people without bringing in the negativity of the mundane. I think that's what feels important to me now, because I want my interactions with my friends, family, people I talk to be positive. We should have a conversation and leave a conversation feeling good about one another, and not depleted because now we've just listened to, someone's 5-minute rant about something that is so trivial and insignificant. Maybe to them it seems like, oh my God, this is like the end of the world. But in the grand scheme of things, it's like, you're good. You're good. Life is not so bad. With that said, thanks for listening. This is April signing off.